welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Here's Richie James on the return. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. First carry for Derrick Henry. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Derrick Henry, the ball carrier.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To throw is Tannehill. They set up the screen for Henry. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards, a first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them. And a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game. Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 37. 12 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he stopped immediately there.
Brought down right.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
On the play. 2nd and 10 at the Jaguars' 36-yard line.
2nd and 10. A shotgun handoff to Henry. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 18. 17 yards on that play for the Titans. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. A first down carry for Henry. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
First down. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
The Titans were #1 in the NFL in red zone touchdown percentage last year, 77%. It's 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead. And this is good. Our score, 7-0, Tennessee.
Makes the score Titans 7, Jaguars 0.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taking it about the 1. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Minshew with a give to Fournette. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And now Minshew saw something he didn't like, so he's going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. A quick throw complete to Chark. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a first down on a gain of 10. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
Well, big run there. 29 yards and a first. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Off the option, that's complete. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. DJ Chark, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up.
The kick is good.
Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, but what a nice job improvising, finding other options, and completing the pass anyway.
On 2nd down now. It's Henry, and very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
The tackle made just shy of...
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. 6 yards there. First down, Tennessee. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now it's Tannehill. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. These two teams all tied after 1. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Running from the gun with Henry. And he's going to be met at about the 43. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. It's caught. Michael Pruitt. And he's going to be about a yard or 2 short of the first here. He needed the 35, but didn't make it. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
And 1.
So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards. But instead, offense out there. They're going for it. They'll run for it with Henry. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. This is Henry. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Complete. It's Henry. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Working with a 2nd and 3. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Tannehill. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
That will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment?
It's funny. We had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator, and what did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing on first down is Minshew to Thompson on the screen. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
At the Titans' 3-yard line.
Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Take this one in for a Jags touchdown. DJ Chark, his second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And once again, the Jaguars are back out in front. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Now it's Tannehill off the bootleg, rolling to his right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Jared Wilson, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Fournette, a first down carry. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 15. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
First down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now Minshew on 1st and 10. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, Minshew to throw. An unlucky number here, a loss of 13 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. And that going to hit in the end zone as we restart things here in the second half with a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment. Without
a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Leonard Fournette. He finds an opening past the 40. Touchdown, Jaguars. Leonard Fournette, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now it's 2nd and 9. Again, it's Henry. And he'll get this one up to the 26. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
A 2-yard.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers.
Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Fournette on the toss to the right. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Jacksonville.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
Well, if you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of plays that you need.
And I just love the way that defense rallied to the football on that one. They got the completion, but he was smothered behind the line of scrimmage. And when you make tackles like that, your whole defense is going to be fired up. Really nice play getting to the ball.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And this one is right down the middle. And the lead grows to 14 at 24 to 10. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Their own 22-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. 2nd and 8 coming up. They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for 1st and 4. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. Now the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field.
Here we go. 30 base.
They'll toss it to Fournette. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down.
It's a gain of 10.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
2nd 10 coming up here in Nashville. 3rd quarter action. Now Minshew. Looking for Chark again. This time he's got him. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Second down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And Fournette trying to power his way forward, but I don't think he got there. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this third quarter. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
2nd and 2. Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead.
He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. 7 yards there and a first down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. This into the hands of Marvin Hall, complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On first down, Tannehill. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in Nashville. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the fourth quarter.
Second down at 4.
Here's Tannehill. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead is now 24. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And that last pick six may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the fourth quarter. They need points quickly.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10
at the 33-yard line.
And he'll throw right away.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard.
Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
On second down, it's Henry, and he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 4 yards the pickup, first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Tannehill. And this one complete to Smith. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
They'll run on first down. Henry. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They keep it with Henry on first down. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
The ball carrier.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
Tackle made at the 12-yard.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Tannehill now to throw. And that is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. So now Tannehill leading his crew to the line to go for 2. Now Tannehill. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And did the Titans get this? Yes, Tennessee football. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They're in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm willing to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards there and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A shotgun handoff to Henry. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Henry. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Out of bounds.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
The Titans on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6, and that's caught by Smith. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars 14. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another 1st down. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, Tannehill. They set up the screen for Henry. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The 1st down screen pass, good for 5. From the 9, 2nd and 5.
At the 9-yard line.
Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Marvin Hall, his 1st touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit. So the touchdown was big. This almost equally big as he'll try to get it to a 1-score game with a 2-point conversion. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
Jaguars.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this 2nd half. Instead, it's 3rd down. Out of the gun is Minshew. Man open, that's Kiki QT, complete. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
DJ Chark.
From 8 yards out, and the Jaguars add on to their lead.
Things are rocking easy here in the fourth quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt, and here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2, and that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. And he can't hang on. He had a good shot there for his third pick of the game. Instead, it's third down.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on third and long.
14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
It's fourth down.
On fourth down, Tannehill. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Tannehill throwing again. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throwing again is Tannehill. Complete. Smith has it. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's third and 10. They wound up getting nothing out of that second down completion, so now here's third and 10. To the air again, Tannehill. Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked.
A loss of 9 brings up fourth down.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys are just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Jags, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll return home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium.